Looped on Lysander Lane, Amanda was driving home from a late work meeting, following the GPS's efficient, yet monotonous voice. After an hour, her surroundings became unfamiliar, and her anxiety began to swell. The comforting glow of highway lights and regular gas stations gave way to dense trees and dimly lit winding roads. The phone's screen blinked a few times before displaying the dreaded words, "No signal." She cursed herself for not charging her GPS device and depending solely on her phone. Remembering a friend's advice about taking a detour to avoid highway traffic, Amanda guessed she might have taken a wrong turn. A rickety wooden sign appeared around a bend, reading, "Lysander's General Store, 2 miles ahead." Grateful for some point of reference, Amanda drove on, hoping to ask for directions. The store stood isolated, an anachronistic wooden structure with a single gas pump. The dim light from its windows promised shelter and assistance. She parked and hesitated for a moment, taking in the eerie quietness surrounding the place. The bell above the door jingled as she entered. An old radio played a crackling tune from decades past. Behind the counter stood an old man, his features deeply lined, wearing an old-fashioned shopkeeper's attire. His eyes, however, were a vivid shade of green, contrasting starkly with his pale skin. "Evening, miss," he greeted, his voice gravelly yet welcoming. "Hi," Amanda began. "I think I've lost my way. Could you guide me to the main highway?" He raised an eyebrow and chuckled. Many lose their way around here. Lysander Lane is tricky like that." A chill ran down Amanda's spine. The shop's ambiance felt odd, time seemed out of place. Antique products lined the shelves and there was no sight of modern conveniences. "You'll want to go back the way you came," he advised, drawing a quick map. "Turn left at the big oak, then right at the stone bridge, and continue straight. You'll find your way." Amanda thanked him, purchased a drink, and hurried back to her car. As she drove, she followed his directions meticulously, but after a half hour the sinking feeling in her stomach intensified. The landmarks he mentioned seemed to repeat, the oak, the bridge, as if she was driving in a loop. Growing desperate, Amanda stopped the car and tried her phone again, still no signal. Her eyes darted around and to her horror she saw the familiar sign of Lysander's General Store 2 miles ahead. Panic surged through her. She drove faster, determined to break free from this endless cycle. Yet no matter which turn she took, she found herself back at the store. On her fourth return, frustration and fear almost breaking her, she stormed into the store. "Why can't I get out of here? What's happening?" The old shopkeeper looked up, his green eyes glinting mischievously. "Lysander Lane has a will of its own, and it seems to have taken a liking to you." Amanda's heart raced. "I need to get home, please help me," the old man sighed. "You're not the first to get trapped here. But there might be a way. Listen closely." He explained that the road had a guardian spirit, a remnant of old magic. It sometimes ensnared travelers, feeding off their energy and confusion. To break free, she'd need to show the road she understood its patterns and was not afraid. Drive without fear. When you feel you're approaching the loop's start, close your eyes and take a deep breath. Show the road you trust it. It's risky, but it's your only way out. Amanda nodded, determination filling her. She thanked the old man and sped off. Driving once more, she recognized the familiar signs. As she approached the oak tree that signaled the loop's beginning, she tightened her grip on the steering wheel, closed her eyes, and inhaled deeply, trying to project calm and trust. Seconds felt like hours. When she opened her eyes, she was on a different, well-lit road, the hum of the highway nearby. Relief flooded her, and she soon found her way home. The next day, still shaken, Amanda recounted her ordeal to her friend. Curiosity piqued. They decided to find Lysander's General Store in daylight. Driving down the road, Amanda's unease grew. However, no matter how long they searched, they couldn't find the store. Later, at the local library, Amanda uncovered a forgotten tale about a shopkeeper named Lysander. He owned a general store on the very road she had travelled. But the store, along with Lysander, vanished one night, decades ago. The chilling realization hit her. She hadn't just been trapped by the road, but by Lysander himself. Whether he was a guardian of the road or another lost soul, Amanda couldn't tell. But one thing was clear, she would never take a detour on Lysander Lane again. "If you dare to delve deeper into the shadows with us, Be sure to subscribe to Chronicles of the Crypt for more spine-chilling tales from the unknown. Until next time, sleep with one eye open.